Happy Tuesday, everybody. How's it going? Howdy, howdy. Welcome. Robin, Barb, Marilyn, Mary, Lois. Hello, hello, hello. As you're popping on, say hi. Hey, Janice. How's it going, everybody? We are going to talk about the new, well, and maybe the old, because I can't remember which ones are new, but the distress mica crayons mostly. But there's something I wanted to show really quick. So we'll wait a minute for more people to pop on. But I saw something. Oops. My splat box is very splatty, isn't it? I saw something in a video I was watching that I thought would be awesome for anybody who likes glitter. Hey, Marianne and Marilyn. So this is kind of like the preview to the main show, but this is the Distress, or actually it's Stampers Anonymous glitter duster, and it's been out for a while. But since the new jar of rock candy came out, hey Ellie, I thought, how does that work in the glitter duster? So I did some experimenting, and I just wanted to show you really quickly. This is an assemblage box, one of the small squares, and I covered it on the outside with wood grain paper. Hey Robin, hello Renee, and I just wanted to show really quickly how you can make this wood grain paper just more gorgeous than it already is. So you're going to take your collage medium, and like I was saying, for those of you that just joined us, this is like the preview to the main show. Because I saw this and wanted to show it because we had the new rock candy glitter package. So you just want to paint a coat, doesn't have to be too thick, of collage medium on here. And you have to work fairly fast because collage medium dries pretty quick. But I don't know if you've ever used the glitter duster, but then you just dust some glitter on here, and you probably can't see it, but it is spraying out of the glitter duster and attaching to the collage medium. And I will try to get some reflection so you can see. It just makes the paper sparkly. I know you can catch some sparkles on that, but when it dries, it'll be matte, so you really will see the sparkle. I just thought that that was an awesome way to just give your paper a little pizzazz. And really, we didn't waste too much glitter on here. I will clean that up later, but anyway, how about that? There's something for you to use all of that new rock candy you just bought. And I know that we do have the glitter dusters in the store. I just saw them the other day. So you can find those there, but it really just gives it a little Christmas sparkle. I just love it. Okay, so that is your preview. Now on to the main show. The main show today is going to be using the Distress Mica crayons, and I'm going to show two ways. First, stamping with the crayons, and here's some samples that I did for you. So I used just a sentiment stamp here. This one's a different one, but I rubbed the crayon on it and then stamped it with no water. All right, that's what that is. That is with no water. And then this one, I rubbed the crayon on the stamp and gave it a spray of water. So you can stamp with the oh my gosh, mica crayons, and I'm going to show that to you in just a second. But I also took one of the little trees from last year, and I wanted to show you how many times you can get a very good image out of just putting the crayon on one time. Okay, so this was the first one, and then I did 2, 3, and 4. I could have gone on and probably got some decent stamps, but all I had to do was just spray a little bit more water on it to get the images to stamp again. All right. So what I am going to do right now is I am going to show you one way that you can stamp with these crayons and then quickly show you another one. So all you want to do is just take your colors. This is Specimen, and I'm pretty sure that this is from the Halloween. And I'm putting, just coloring on my stamp. You don't have to cover the whole thing. And then I'm going to use, oh, I put that one away. Hold on a second. I cleaned up after myself. Then I am going to use Fallen Acorn on the little stand here. All right. So now the trick is this. The trick is to get enough water, but not too much, right? Seems very simple, doesn't it? I'm going to try to do it on camera so you can see. But you just want to hold it about this far away and give it a mist, okay? And then stamp your image. There you go. Scary gnome. What are you talking about, Mary? One more spray of water. Didn't put more crayon on. And got another one. See, same. A little bit more water. Another stamp. And a little bit more water. And another stamp. So you really can get a lot out of what you put on, and you can see there's still a little bit more on there. I am going to call it a day though with that, because I want to show you really quickly another way that you can stamp with these. All right, so I'm going to use this sentiment stamp here, and I'm just going to stamp on the back of this one. If you take your crayon and you, let's use this green. I like this green. Just scribble some on your craft mat and get it wet and give it a spray of water and dip your stamp in it like this. You can also, the first one you might want to stamp off. It's usually not awesome. And what you really want to be careful of is that you don't get these bubbles. If you have these bubbles, that is going to mess up your stamp, okay? I did realize that. So, but you can also stamp with your stamp that way with the crayon on your craft mat. So there's one way that you can use the distress crayons, and you really, it doesn't show on camera, but you really can see, oh, I just got green everywhere. You really can see the mica. So it is pearly when you look at this. All right. The other one I wanted to show you is with a stencil and, whoops, texture paste, opaque, and the collage medium again. All right. So what you want to do, and this is what it looks like. All right. I used this stencil for this one. And what I did was, I'll show you one so that I just put some texture paste through the stencil and let it dry. So that's what this one is. And then once that was dry, I took a coat of collage medium and just painted the whole thing with collage medium. All right. Now, when you add color to this, you don't have to put your stencil back down. If you just want to take your finger and put some color on, you could absolutely do that. It's going to be the way that I typically like to use the crayons, where it's kind of watercolory and the color is going to, be outside the lines. But if you want, and that's how I did this other one, you can take this stencil and you can line it right up to where you put the paste. And I did the other one without taping it, but since I'm going to demo this one, I'm going to tape this down. It just makes it a little easier. So you can tell that you've got it in the right spot when the stencil kind of catches on the images. All right. So we will put a little piece of tape there. And we will put a little piece of tape here. Now, for those of you that have purchased the Scrappy Chic blending brushes, these work perfect for this technique. All right. They work absolutely perfect for this technique. So what you do is you take whatever color you would like your flowers to be, and I am going to pick a color that you will be able to see. How about, this is an older color, how about Fortune Teller? So you put some on your craft mat, give a little spray of water, and then get the crayon on your pencil and then just kind of like you're stenciling on the wall. You want to dab it. And these short bristles are perfect for that. So you just want to get some crayon on your brush. I'm doing the flowers purple, well, Fortune Teller, which was one of the Halloween colors, probably last year's. And just dabbing it into the flower areas, making sure we got them all. If only I would wear my glasses. I might just be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so you can put as much color or as little color as you would like. So I did the flowers in Fortune Teller, and I am going to do the leaves in Specimen. Same thing. Scribble a little crayon on there. Give it a spritz of water. Get some color on my brush. Oh, I think that is a flower right there. Can you hear me tap, tap, tap? It works a little better if you are tapping it, like I said, instead of going around and around with your brush. Again, like you're stenciling on a wall. All right. Now, the distress crayons are water soluble until they dry. So if you don't want the color on your brushes, you need to wash them right away. Huh. Look at what I did. I must have used the stencil backwards when I stenciled it. Anyway, it's not exactly matching up with the paste because I used the stencil backward when I stenciled, but it's just that easy. So you put, when you do it the right way, you put the paste through the stencil, put a layer of collage medium, and then you can just go coloring away. And we'll use this one since I messed it up a little bit here and went backwards. If you wanted to just use your finger and color this way, since it's raised, you have a better shot of staying on the flower and not getting it so much on the background. Can you see? I'll show you in a second. You can see it on the flower because but see right here where the flowers are? That's just using my finger and putting it right where the paste was. Well, you know what? Hold on a second. Huh. Since I used collage medium, I can wipe it off and start over. Forgot about that before it dries. Okay, so never fear if you make a mistake. How about that? Okay, so let's do this. So now you'll be able to see it better. I'm just going to use my finger this time. I used the stencil on the other one that I showed you. This, everybody knows that my finger is my favorite tool. All right, and then if you're using your finger, you don't really have to add water to it because then you don't have to worry about the bristles getting in the stencil. So if you're just using your finger, oops, oh, look at that little smear over there. All right. There we go. How about that? So a little bit more loose and artistic because you are a little bit out of the lines, right? But still very pretty. All right. Now, I've got one other thing I want to show you, and that is using the metal pieces, the metal embellishments. Give me 1 second. Let me wipe this off. Okay. So I took one of the adornment. That's the word I was looking for. I took one of these wreath adornments and I just used a pencil, a crayon directly on it and then rubbed it with my finger. All right, so that is one, and I am going to show you one also. But this is one of the older wreaths. This one is one of the newer wreaths, and it's really quite simple. So you take your crayon and just color on the piece right where you want the color. So I want the green to be where the leaves are. There's leaves and there's berries on this one. We'll just stick some color in there. And then all you do is take your finger and rub it in and rub it in and rub it in. All right. So there is the green on there. Can you see? Maybe if I did like this would focus. Okay. And then you can take the red to the bow, rub it in, add more if you want. So I'm going to put red on the bow and on the berries. There are berries on this one too. And just going to work it in how I like it. And then when that dries, permanent. All right, one last thing before I let you go. Ooh, I'm a couple minutes over. You guys don't mind, do you? These little tags that have the sayings on them, if you wanted to put some color in those words that are kind of engraved in, you can take your crayon, this is Frozen Fog, and color it right on to the piece over the letters and let it get in the letters. And then just lightly wipe off the flat part. And you have much more definition in your word. Robin's asking how long it takes to dry. Robin, I did this one probably 2 hours ago and it's dry. So it doesn't take long. The crayons do take a little bit longer to dry than the sprays or the inks, but not long. But look at how that just pops out there. I mean, and you can put any color in here. Usually the lighter colors. Oh, how about this one? How about this Phantom Mist? All right, so same thing. Just color it in and then rub it. And you've got, it's so much easier to read the words, and you can make it whatever color you'd like. Now on the new metal pieces like that have the words, the letters pop out instead of in. So you can do the same thing. What happens is the crayon just kind of sticks around the edges and is like a shadow. So super fun. All right. I covered a lot today. Does anybody have any questions? Is everybody still with me? You guys are quiet. Nope. All right. Well, don't forget that this coming Saturday is Scrappy Chat. I did the Michigan project today, and I'm super excited to show it to you. So it should be fun. Yeah, the crayons are a lot of fun, and you can use them for so many different things. I know I've done demos on them before, coloring in stamped images. That's one of my favorite things to do with them. These sisal trees are one of my favorite stamps. So this stamp set is perfect to use with the crayons. Last year I did my Christmas cards with the watercolor pencils. Same technique. I colored on the stamps and sprayed them with water. And you can see them here. I got green all over the place. Don't look at that. So this would be a nice background, really like if you covered the whole background with the sentiment in the crayons, because it's not such a out there image. That would be really pretty. So, you know what, Marilyn? Let me see if I have a clear stamp handy. I'm pretty sure that you can color on a clear stamp. Hold on. Give me a second. Got our Photo Play Michigan stamps right here. Oh, I can't get them out, but they're here. All right, let's see. Let's try this one. that out of the way. Now, I haven't conditioned this stamp yet, so let's give it a shot and see what happens. All right, let me... If my workspace wasn't such a nightmare, I would be able to find things. Let me just rub the eraser on here. Give it some grip. That's what you're supposed to do with your clear stamps the first time you use them, right? Maybe this way will work better. I think it's going to depend on the image, but yes, it works with clear stamps also. I have crayon in the word, so that's why you can't see the letters very well, but yes. All right. Any other questions? What was I saying? Oh, Scrappy Chat on Saturday. I'm excited to show you the Michigan project. Don't forget we have Nightmare Before Christmas. Not this weekend, but the next weekend, and there are still seats available. So check that out online. We're doing 4 cards. I have the cards right here. So that's one of the cards we're doing. This is one of the cards. This one. And this one. So we're doing these 4 cards in our all-day event last Saturday of the month. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. We're going to have all kinds of fun, prizes, snacks. Don't forget we have our photo booth. We could have some fun taking pictures. All right. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any on? No? All right. Well, then I'm going to call it and say thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. And I'm sure we will see a lot of you Saturday for Scrappy Chat. If not, back here next Tuesday for, oh my goodness, another episode of Technique Talk. All right. Thanks, Renee. Yeah, class will start at 11, but we'll be there at 10. And hanging out for most of the day making cards. All right, everybody. Take care, and we'll be talking to you soon.